come on in. We're going to give just a second. But for those of you joining us on the replay, thanks so much for coming in and checking us out. And for those of you coming in live, thank you for being here as well. I'm going to try to back up off my table here just a little bit so I stop hitting it around and shaking y'all over the place. For those of you joining us on YouTube, thank you for coming and checking it out. And don't forget, if you would like to be a part of our live interaction, come on over to the Periscope app and follow me at Buffy Hood. Good morning to you, Myra. How are you doing, dear? All right, so we are going to get started, and I apologize for being a couple minutes late. Good morning. So my teenage daughter needed me this morning, so I'm sorry, but she comes first. Sorry, not sorry. Okay, so needless to say, I was spending a little bit of time with her this morning. But I want to get right into this because I don't want to waste y'all's time. I know that I'm a couple minutes late, so I want to try to keep you on time with the rest of your day. So that's awesome, Myra. That's awesome. All right. So, are you ready? I'm doing well. Thank you. Thank you for asking. Thank you so much. Thank you for those hearts as well. So as we go throughout this, if I'm sharing something that you're finding value in, if you could just give a little tap to the screen, that just shows me some love, lets me know that you're enjoying what is being shared. And then that way it helps me to know whether or not I'm providing you with some useful content. Also lets me know that you're still here because we know how sometimes Periscope drops us off. So that just lets me know that y'all are still around and the Periscope has not froze up on the other ends of other people and all that kind of good stuff. So it lets me know that I'm not just here talking to myself, right? Okay. All right. So how many of you are interested in finding out? Good morning, Missy. How many of you are interested in finding out how you can save time and money in your business, in your direct sales business? You are at work, so you can only listen in and not interact. Oh, well, that's okay. That's okay, Myra. I just appreciate that you are also listening. Wonderful. So we do have some people here who are interested in hearing a little bit about that. So this tip is actually, it's going to sound far easier than what it sometimes is, okay? But it is totally worthwhile. Takes a little bit of time initially, but it's going to save you a lot of time and money in the future. Okay? Are y'all ready for the one thing that you can do that is going to save you both time and money? Put ready in the box if you're ready. Put ready in the box if you're ready. It is one word. One word, and this one word and this one action is going to save you both time and money in your business. It's simple as simple can be. Ready? It is organize. Get yourself and your business organized, okay? Because here's the thing. When your business and yourself are organized, you are going to be able to save time and money. Now, let me explain what I mean by that, okay? I probably don't even necessarily need to explain the time factor. Y'all understand that, don't you? Because here's the thing. You got someplace to be. You realize, oh shoot, I got to grab this. I got to grab this and take this with me. And suddenly you realize you have no idea where that thing is. And maybe you put it in a place that was so safe that you forgot where that safe place was. Okay. Maybe it was, well, it's normally kept here, but for some reason when I was, cleaning up in a rush and tried to just get stuff out of the way, somehow it went here. And now I have no idea, now I completely forgot that it even went there. So I didn't even think to look there. Okay. So when we are unorganized, we tend to spend a lot of time simply looking for things. Okay. And we spend all this time looking for things that if we instead took the time to get ourselves organized and maintained that system. Okay. It's about more than just figuring out a way to organize it, because if you're anything like me, listen, I can get a system to organize things done no time. Okay. it's like, okay, yes, this system is going to work, but if I don't follow through and use it, it's useless. Okay. It's done absolutely nothing for me then, even though I took the time to try to figure out how to better organize it. If I'm not utilizing the system, it's not going to work. Okay. So follow through is key on this. Okay. It is absolutely key. All right. But here's the thing. If you get a system put in place and get your things organized, not only is it going to save you time in just trying to find things. Okay, y'all, I was doing that this morning, trying to find my one necklace. For whatever reason, my Belize necklace was not with any of the rest of my stuff. It was on my computer desk. I don't even know why. Okay, but that's where it was. I don't remember taking it off there. I don't like nothing. I just all of a sudden it was there. Okay, so I don't know, but all right, it took me an extra like 5 minutes to find that when I should have been able to just go straight to my tray and it should have been there. Okay, so even just those little things, yes, right? I listen, I think they're the same ones responsible for getting into my closet and sewing all my clothes tighter so they don't fit me anymore. I think that might be what those are as well. But anyway, needless to say, it is, I truly believe that if we were to get that organization down and be able to follow that, it's going to save us a lot of time that we are currently wasting just trying to find things. Okay. Now let me explain how it's going to save you money. Okay. There's a lot of things behind this. So first off, how many of you have ever purchased something only to realize that you in fact already had what you just purchased, but you purchased it because when you did a quick glance, you didn't see them. Okay. Y'all, I almost, now listen to this. All right. There was one point in time where I had purchased, like when our new catalogs come out in July, well, I usually place a rather large order. I usually get at least 11 packs, sometimes 15, okay, in July every year. Well, I had these catalogs and then it was like all of a sudden I was watching my stash dwindle and I start looking and I'm going, holy cow, like how is it September and I'm almost out of catalogs? That doesn't make sense to me. So I was getting ready to place another fairly large order because I thought, well, maybe it's because I've had more shows over the last couple months than I usually do. Maybe it's because like and I start going through all these things. Well, maybe I just gave out more than I thought I did. Maybe I sent people home with more than I thought I had, whatever. But I'm watching what I thought was my only stash, and it just kept dwindling down and down and down and down. And I'm going, okay, now wait a second. So I was getting ready to place another order. Happened to get into a different cabinet for something else entirely that I was looking for. And lo and behold, there were 2 more boxes of catalogs that I had put there because that was the overflow. However, they were put behind things that I don't typically have to move very often. So I very quickly realized, okay, I need a better system because I almost just spent a lot more money on more catalogs and I still had 2 full boxes. Excuse my dog who is deciding that now is the best time to scratch and she's got collar and tags going everywhere. So I almost placed an order for these catalogs. Okay. Here's another place where you could be losing money and you don't even realize it. How many of you have ever been given maybe you've been given a referral, or maybe someone was maybe contact me later and you misplaced their information and now you're losing money because you have no way to contact those people. You don't even know how to get their info back. Okay. Has anyone ever done that? If you've done that, put a me in the box. All right. And this isn't to call you out, but this is to allow other people to see they're not alone. Okay. It happens. All right. Maybe another way that it's saving you money is how many of you have ever accidentally misplaced somebody's check that was intended to pay for their order. You uploaded the show, never cashed the check, and you don't know where it is. Anybody ever deal with that? Okay. Those are things that can cost you money. All right. Because who knows when you might find that check if it wasn't kept in a specific spot and you can't find it. You don't necessarily know when it's going to turn up again. Okay. Another way that you could be saving money is what if, again, let's see, what if you have people who have specifically stated, make sure that you contact me in such and such month because I'd like to place an order, and you forget to contact them because you didn't have a way to organize their information, to maybe you just forgot to put it in your calendar. Okay. Well, that's a place that you could have made money and now you didn't. All right. Or maybe it is, here's hoping this never happens, but what if you're so disorganized that you fail to put somebody's show on your calendar? Maybe they move their date and you forget to transfer their information. You might lose money there. Okay. So it's not only a matter of saving you money by making sure that you're not purchasing things you don't need to, but it might also be a matter of making you money if you're more organized and you can keep better track of your stuff. Okay. So you also, listen, I also had a time where I wound up ordering another Clip It because I simply couldn't find my Clip It. Ordered one, and don't you know, the week after it came in, I found the other one. All right, so as you can see, this is something that I too am working on. I'm far better at it than I used to be, but I still got a long way to go. Okay, because as an example, y'all have seen the calendar that I created and the hostess binders that I created. I created those because there were times where I was losing potential sales. I was losing potential bookings. I was, missing out on the fact that maybe somebody marked on their amen, Myra, you got this. Okay. So there might have been times where people were saying they might be interested in hearing more about the business opportunity at a later date. Okay. If I'm not maintaining those records well, who knows what I'm missing out on. Okay. So that was something I had to take a better look at and go, okay, I've got to make sure that I'm keeping everyone's orders, because there again, it comes back down to the time that if I don't keep everyone's orders in their hostess binder envelope, y'all, then I find like I'm looking all over the place. Lost a show because I forgot to call the hostess when she asked me to. Exactly. Okay. So we have to make sure that we are doing those things, and not only doing those things, but y'all keeping record of it. Keeping record of it. Okay. Because I had a situation where I had someone do a catalog show. She told me she got me 3 bookings. Okay. Now listen, bookings aren't bookings unless they're on my calendar. Y'all know that. And she's a former jeweler, so she knows that. Okay. But she did a catalog show, said she got me 3 bookings. I reached out to the ladies that I had information for, because even the information, even the way that it was given to me, it was kind of like, Tiffany, she's on my page. You can find her on my Facebook. Like, it was like no last name, no phone number, no, no nothing. Another one I attempted to call, and it was to her job or something. Like, it was at like Holiday Hair, and I'm going, like, I don't even know if I have the right number. Okay. Cause it wasn't told to me that it was her place of employment. So anyway, so I had tried calling these ladies, had tried reaching out to them, and they never got back to me. Fast forward several months later, this customer, this catalog show hostess, is then telling her mom, who I had developed a good relationship with, who's been a hostess for me many times over the course of the last year or so. And she's going to her mom saying, I tried giving that Buffy 3 bookings, and she never even contacted the people because these friends were telling her that I never contacted them, that they never heard from me. I did contact them, and I know I contacted them. However, when I went back for my notes, I couldn't find them anywhere because I didn't have them in the proper place, because I jotted them down on a piece of paper that got stuck in with something else. So I, all I could say was, I reached out to these ladies. However, I don't remember the exact day and time. However, I did then find something that kind of gave me an idea. Y'all, this was in April of 2016. Okay, April. It was April 28th was the day that I attempted to reach out to all these people, and I even sent a message back to that catalog show hostess saying, hey, I'm not sure if I have the correct information for this person, whatever, because of the way that people were answering the phones and everything else, and let her know that I had reached out to them, but they never got back to me, that I was just waiting to hear back from them. But in her friends' minds, or at least in her mind, she had believed that I had never contacted these people. Well, that's not going to portray me in a very good light if I don't have concrete notes to be able to say, oh, you know what? I have written down here that I contacted this person at this number on this day and this time and left a message with her son or whatever, which is what I made sure to do the second time around, because I talked to that catalog show hostess and I said, you know what? If for any reason they did not receive my attempts to contact them, I'm terribly sorry for that. I wish I would have known sooner, because this was in April and we are now in October. So I wish I would have known sooner if for some reason they didn't receive my attempts at contacting them. But that was also on me, because guess what? I didn't put their name and numbers down on my potential hostess list, which was my fault, which is why I didn't even remember to even think to reach back out to them. Okay, because these are people I never met. I never saw them. It was just, hey, call this person. She's going to do a show for you. And when I called and they didn't respond back, it was like, maybe they changed their mind, maybe whatever. And I just totally forgot all about it and never even thought to contact them a second time until I get this information. And the good news is the mom of that catalog show hostess, she's like, that's my girl Buffy, and she is good. She's good. If she said she called them, she called them. You need to get your friends right. Okay. So her mom like totally backed me, and and after talking with the catalog show hostess, we were able to come to, an understanding that, for whatever reason, perhaps they did get the messages and simply didn't reply back, or perhaps for some reason they did not receive those messages, and and then that was my fault for not following up again. Okay. But listen, you don't want those things happening. So make sure you are staying organized with who you called, when you called them, everything else, so that if there's ever a question, you can pull that right back out and say, yeah, in fact, I did. I'm sorry if she didn't get my message, but I did reach out at this time. And y'all, if you call someone, okay, yes, it was nice of her to do that. And she's such a sweet woman, And she point blank, she was so funny. She wound up telling her daughter, she's like, no, that's not the way that Buffy handles business. So something got mixed up somewhere, whatever. I don't know if it's your friends claiming that she didn't call them when she did, or if they didn't get the message, whatever. But if she says she called them, she called them. If she said she tried to message them, she tried to message them. And I at least did still have record of the fact that I did attempt to reach out to the one girl via Facebook. In fact, there was still a pending friend request, and there was still a message that was left unread because of the fact that we're not currently friends on Facebook. And that was the only method she gave me to reach out to her. So I did have that at least. That when I attempted to reach back out, I saw, oh, well, look there. I did, in fact, send a message to her on April 28th at such and such time. She never read it. So I'll attempt it again, and we'll see what happens with the friend request that was never accepted. So it still shows it as pending. but not that it was ever accepted. So I'm going, sometimes there's only so much you can do, but it does help to have that information laid out. It does help to be organized enough to say, you know what? I called this person, and this person for a show in April. It's now June or it's now May and they haven't contacted me yet. I should probably call them again. And that's what I should have done. Okay. But I didn't because I wasn't organized then. Okay. So that is something that I am in the process of trying to get better with. But listen, it is a process. So if you are currently struggling with your organization, don't think that all hope is lost. Okay. Because it's not. It's totally not. It's just a matter of getting better with each time and getting a little better and a little better and a little better and keep working at it. Don't just give up on it. Keep working at it. And chances are, when you look back on your business this time next year, you might be able to see yourself in a totally different place with a totally different level of organization that you're going, I am so thankful I'm not there anymore. Okay. Because I don't know about y'all, but when there's something very empowering about, oh, there's something I need to grab real quick. Let me go grab it quick, and being able to walk right over and grab it and not go, oh, what's not here? Have y'all seen this? Have y'all seen this? Oh yes, girl, yes, yes. Okay. And there are still certain areas that I just don't know if I'll ever get organized. There are certain areas that I am still very much struggling with. But as I said, in other situations, it's like, it just flows. It just flows. And when it just flows, that saves me so much time. Okay. And I can tell you now that I have this whole hostess binder thing, y'all, I, I cannot even imagine doing my business without having it done that way. Even though I did it that way, obviously, for about 8.5 to 9 years. Okay. Obviously, I used to do it not in the same way that I'm doing it now, but I so wish that if I could go, if I could go back in time, I would absolutely make sure I was using those hostess binders and my calendar the way that it is now, that I would have been doing it that way all along, because I can only imagine where my business possibly could have been by now had I done that. Okay. But that also lets me know that I need to make sure that I'm doing better next time. Thank you for being honest with us. It makes me feel I can change and there's hope for me. Absolutely. And here's the thing, but you have to want to, and you have to put forth the effort to do it. Okay. Because sometimes we just get lazy and we go, I'll just put this over here for now. I'll remember where I put it. No, you won't. No, you won't. And here's the thing. I'm trying to develop the system that they call it's affectionately called the one touch rule. Okay. So as an example, when you come home at the end of the day, and let's say, especially as we're getting into winter, okay. So let's say you come home, instead of just tossing your coat and your purse or your, yeah, right. Exactly, Jenny. Okay. So let's say you come in the door and you toss your purse, your coat, your keys, everything into like one lump. Okay. And then let's say you do that and you toss it all on the counter in the kitchen. And then you're going, well, now it's time to make dinner. I need to move this, and you toss it in on the table. And then you're going, oh, well, now I need the table for whatever. Let me toss this here. And then it's, oh, well, hey, somebody's getting ready to come over. I need to clean up quick. And then you toss it somewhere else. Then when you go to look for it the next day, you're like, where on earth did I put my keys? I swear, when I came home, I put them here. And you might remember where you initially put them, but that doesn't mean you remember where it got moved the other 2, 3, 4 times as you were just shuffling things around. So their recommendation is, when you come in, you have one place that you put your keys, one place that you put your coat, one place that you put your shoes, etc. So that when you go for that item the next day, you know exactly where it is. Because when you walked in, you didn't just plop it somewhere. When you walked in, you immediately took it and put it where it goes. Okay. And so that is kind of the mentality that I am attempting. Listen, old habits die hard. I am 40 years old, y'all. So old habits die hard. I am trying to get into a different mentality, but it takes time. Okay. So here's all I'm saying is that if you develop that of, I am not going to just move this from here to here to here to here to here, and then eventually attempt to put it away, and then I don't know where it is when I go to find it. Instead, have one place that you know that gets put, and then you don't have to worry about it. You don't. So the biggest thing is getting organized, making sure everything has a place. And here's the other thing. This is how far I'm going, y'all. Are you ready for this? This is how far I'm going. I plan to create an inventory sheet that goes on the inside of my cabinet door where I keep all like my hostess incentives and things like that, so that as they're being used, as they're being taken out of there, that whoever takes them out of there has to mark that, okay, well, now this is how many we have left. Now this is how many we have left. Now this is how many we have left. That they have to mark when one is pulled out of there, so that I can at any time have myself or my oldest daughter, who's our business assistant, have her open that door, or myself to open that door and go, oh man, we're down to like 3 tote bags and 2 cosmetic bags and 3 bracelets. So I need to place an order. Okay. Like I want to be able to do that. I want to be able to do that with my catalogs, with my order forms, with my, like I want everything in one place, not where, so I have some order forms in my hostess packet bin, and then I have some order forms in my filing cabinet, and then I have some order forms that I have on my desk for when I'm sitting there and rewriting like advanced orders, and I have some, like, y'all, I want them all in one spot. So then I know exactly how many I have, and do I need to place an order? Okay. And if not, then okay. Like I realize I will not have to buy staples for a very, very, very long time, because evidently at some point there must have been 3 or 4 different occasions that I purchased staples because I didn't know where they were. And now I have since found them all. Y'all, I have like 6 boxes of staples and I don't staple that much stuff. So I am not going to have to buy staples for a very long time, but those are the kind of things that it can save you time and money. So today, my tip to you is get yourself organized, so it can save you time from having to constantly be looking for things, and it can save you money by not having to spend out money where you don't need to. Okay. All right. Was that helpful for everyone today? Thank you for those hearts, by the way. Thank you for those hearts. Was that helpful? Did y'all get something out of that? Anybody want to like immediately go and like start cleaning house and getting some things organized? I know I do, but well, not unfortunately. Fortunately, I have a daytime show today. What? I have a lunch hour show. Not really lunch hour. It's 1:30. But so I have that today. I also have a conference call with 2 of my downline members who are currently working to build their business in a bigger way than what they already had. So needless to say, I have a lot of things going on today. So I'm not going to have an opportunity until possibly after my daytime show. So hopefully I will have an opportunity to be able to get into some more things and just really start getting some other things organized. We already have a good start, but I want to get it finished. So I look forward to hearing from you ladies. Once you have an opportunity to be working in your business and living your life out in a more organized way, I would love to hear how that's making a difference for you. And I would love to hear, just some testimonies from you as far as what a difference it is making in your life. Because I'm telling you, when you are not strapped on time or money, your life is far less stressful. So that is what I would love to see, is for all of y'all to be able to spend more time focusing on the very important things, more so than spending time focusing on trying to find items that you've lost, misplaced, whatever, and spending money on things you don't need to because you've already got them somewhere else. You just don't know where they are. Okay? All right, y'all. I'm going to let you go. Tomorrow is our Wisdom Wednesday, so I will be bringing you some little nugget of wisdom of information that has been passed to me by someone else. You're so very welcome. And that will be at 9 a.m. tomorrow. Remember, we are here Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. Eastern time. So that is our new time, and so thankful for that because I get to see lots of other people now than what I used to. Thank you, Missy. Thank you for being here. So look forward to seeing you guys tomorrow. Have a blessed day and go get yourself organized. All right. Bye, guys.